this isn't a good idea because Jodie's doing my makeup in a bit, and I'd rather make me look like RuPaul rather than the Joker, you know.
Look at however it turns out.
Yeah. Guys, welcome to the Shrewsbury Biscuit. I thought we'd just go straight into it.
Okay. Like, are we recording?
Cheers, mate. Thanks for the nod of,
Live.
Yeah, we're live. I wish we were live. We can sort that out one day. Get us on Facebook Live. Hey, coming live from Shrewsbury. Yeah. So yeah, we've got everyone together for a good catch up because since we kind of brought you guys and on the team, I had a lot of pre-booked interviews and things.
This is what you get when you don't plan anything. You just throw the lot. You were
just focused on your holiday. I think that's what it was. You were just like, let's get past the holiday.
And now he's sat there going.
Well, last month I had. Well, I'm looking at my calendar. It's May, but in April I had all my interviews pretty much done at the beginning of the month. So it was kind of like I'd already scheduled them in. So now we can get to the nitty gritty. We can organise some interviews. With whether it's all of us or just a couple of us, get the team involved. And so I thought we'd do a nice little catch up. I've been on holiday now. Let's get some work done, whatever that's meant to mean. How are you guys, Jodie? You okay?
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm good. Enjoying the weather now. Finally,
it's freezing.
No, it's sunny out there. It's weird, isn't it? It was like raining yesterday, sun today. Boring subject ever, isn't it? The weather.
Yeah, we'll talk about. We did this. I'm pretty sure we did this last time. I've just. Everybody knows from my social media. I've just come back from Morocco, so I the first couple of days I have been dithering in the house. It's been freezing because it was like 34 degrees or something when we were over there.
You're not very tanned.
I am kind of.
He hasn't showed you his white bitch yet.
Oh God, he's getting undressed, everyone. I'm leaving. I quit.
I can never be a stripper because I got big hands compared to my wrists, so my shirt always catches on my hand. So when they're trying to make it look really sexy on stage, I'll be like trying to get.
And that's the reason you can't be a stripper.
That's the reason.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason. Look at me, man. I'm an Adonis. What can I say?
Mr Aqua-Fun, mate. I'll have you know.
Mr Aqua-Fun. Got a good memory.
We're sat differently today as well. And I quite like it. I've got Shane next to me. I feel like we're going to gang up on Alex rather than last time it was me sat by myself. I thought you meant different sides. I was going to say, let's not Ant and Deck you guys. Let's not keep you on different sides. No, I quite like this.
No, I like that because I didn't like to single you guys. I think you were on your own last time. I mean, Shane were kind of like, so, Jodie.
It's like an interview. Although you like interviewing people, so I imagine I do like being by yourself. People.
And, the last interview I did was with Chrissy from the Bellevue Arts Festival. And I was really excited. I think it was a mixture of I really liked Chrissy. We had a really good chemistry. But I was really looking forward to get involved with the Bellevue Arts Festival because it's my local area. It's art. I love my art. And it's something they've been really supportive of us as well. Maria that does Bellevue Arts Festival, she shares all our stuff. She likes all our Instagram posts. She's brilliant. So thank you to those guys. It was really good.
We appreciate everyone that does that. We've got quite a few people now.
Yeah.
I think that are really supportive of it and always commenting. Or I've had a lot of messages actually, which I'm trying to get through them actually.
I got stopped. I didn't get stopped. Somebody didn't go, oh, your biscuit thing, it's great. But
in Morocco.
Was it in Morocco? You just stopped at security.
You're the biscuit man.
Yes, Mr Aqua-Fun, I listened to your Shrewsbury Biscuit. It's very good, yes.
Somebody over there thinks you make like McVitie's or something, don't they?
No, I had a couple of conversations with people and somebody we met in the supermarket that we had seen for a while, and she was like, I listened to the Shrewsbury Biscuit, and I was like, really? And she was like, yeah. She's like, it's really good. And I was like, oh, cool. It's just really odd when people kind of just throw it into conversation. Anyway, let's talk about me.
Did you ask Shane how he was?
No, he doesn't care, mate.
No, he didn't
care.
Oh, see, this is the
thing.
thing.
Shane how he was. Shane, how you doing, Shane? Are you all right, Shane?
I'm all right.
I'll look after you over here.
I'll just leave.
Ignore him.
We'll take over the biscuit. You can just go home.
Okay. I think I need to. I'm in my home. What are you about? How are you, Shane? You okay?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I'm good.
Do you know what? When we do Thorskin, I also have to do that because people don't understand what this is. I would never ask what Shane's doing. He's like, yeah, I've been to work.
That's all I do.
I always think now that we're friends on Facebook, I find your Facebook really interesting on a Friday and Saturday night. You seem to always be Albert Shed or somewhere really glamorous, and
it's just because I do so many hours in the week. So by the time weekend comes,
you just go wild.
I'm going to the pub. That's what I do.
I like the posts like early on in the evening are quite tame. And then I wake up the next morning and I look at my phone and like from about 11 o'clock till 2 a.m. There's like a strange message.
Been playing darts at the pub, like, you know.
Well, it wasn't as strange as the message I got from Alex at midnight last night.
Yeah, we'll add some context onto that in a minute. So
just gonna leave it for a little bit. Like,
yeah. I was like, who's texting me at midnight?
Oh God. So
I don't think I could text at midnight.
What?
I don't think I don't think I could have texted.
You just do
at midnight.
Facebook Live.
Do you know what? Actually, I will do like a video chat with Shane, and it'd be like 8:30 or something, and he's like, yeah, and he's in bed. I'm like, what's up, man? Oh, just had a hard day at work. I'm gonna sleep. Bye. And she's dead to rights, you know. Oh God. So what have you been up to, Shane? Just work, yeah, or you been up to?
Apart from getting ready for the holiday.
You going on holiday?
Work. Yeah, going on holiday in about 10 days.
Yeah.
You approved that with the boss?
I don't care.
People keep calling me the boss, man. I'm not the boss. This is a team thing.
When you're 6'1" and 17 stone, then I pretty much do what I want.
It's very ticklish, though. So if Shane comes up
that's good to know.
He's done, mate. He's done. He's on the floor.
Sat within tickling distance.
That or if you just give me cake, that's
just
it.
Cake. Yeah, we have done that today.
I know. I arrived today. They were just eating cake. I was like, hello.
Yeah. I left mine over there, so out of arm's reach. Cake.
I do like cake.
Yeah,
I do like cake.
I like cake too, and that's my arch nemesis is cake.
Yeah.
Any bakers out there fancy an interview?
So anyway, Mr Aqua-Fun, you're talking to Mr Aqua-Fun right now. I'm going to need to explain that. We went to Morocco, went to Marrakesh on holiday, which was lovely. Ooh, it wasn't.
I bet you was going to mention the
supposed
temperature
to go,
again.
And while I was on holiday,
I want to do a tick sheet of how many times he says holiday.
Holiday.
I'm getting out
my
of
Morocco and 30 degrees.
Yeah.
When we switch up the shows later, and it's to our American audience, it'll be vacation. So I'm getting out my system, okay? Because they don't understand what a holiday is. It's like, did he celebrating Christmas in May? What's going on here? Like, so they pulled me up on stage, and they were like, "We're going to do a Mr Aqua-Fun a talent competition." At first I was like, yeah, it's great, this is cool, everyone's looking at me, I'm on stage, you know what I'm like, yeah,
shy.
And then they were like, okay, now it's round number 1, and it's the Mr Universe competition. You're gonna take your top off.
Well, we already know you can't do that because of your strangely small wrists.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, right, I'm sat next to the 3 guys that are kind of like they're looking a bit more smelt than me, like, you know, and I'm kind of, oh man, I'm gonna take my top off.
There's
like
100 people top off, and it's just.
So the first thing that went through my head was Bert Kreischer. You know Bert Kreischer. He's a stand-up comedian. He's a big guy like me, but the first thing he does is he takes his t-shirt off. He does it bare chest, but he's a big guy. So I thought, let's do the Bert Kreischer thing. So I was like, I ripped my top off, flicking my hat into the crowd. That's what you gotta do, right?
Children go running.
Police came in, arrested him.
My wife is going.
Women and children first.
It wasn't quite that bad. Thank you. But I thought I'd have fun with it. I was slapping my belly and I was doing my arm muscles and I was just having fun, man. I just didn't care. I don't
Blokes
care.
huddled their family behind them.
Well, needless to say, I didn't win that round. I didn't win Mr.
No, I don't believe it.
No.
Recount.
That's a fix, that is.
Yeah.
Then round 2 was a round where I had to hold a ping pong ball in between my knees, do a chicken impression across the stage, and then drop the ping pong ball into a cup.
Good at chickens.
It's like you're made for this.
You're really good at chickens.
It was amazing, right? Because this is we did like a warm up, like audition type thing at the prison.
We did
once for one thing.
You rendered me useless for the entire of that section, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you remember? I was just on the floor dying.
They lined us up and they were like, okay, walk to the person in front of you, but just be an animal. They didn't give us an animal, just be an animal. And they made us go one by one, which is really embarrassing, right? So I thought, I'm going to be embarrassed anyway, so I'm going to go for it. And I just started my head going, started pecking around everyone. And I walked across the whole room like that. Everybody was just they were in bits. Shane was just gone.
I was gone.
Yeah.
I had to apologise to him, didn't I? I was like, I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to skip this bit because I just can't do anything.
Oh, so I thought, first of all, it's logistically it's quite difficult for me to hold things between my knee. That's quite small. You know, I don't want to go into details, but it's hard for me. Okay, and so I had to stop halfway.
Is it a Ralph Garman thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
Yeah.
That's got no context at all. Just have to
carry on.
Just Google Ralph Garman and yeah. Anyway,
I'm as lost as you are, guys.
Yeah, I'll explain after we record. So first of all, what I thought I'm gonna have some fun with this. So I started attacking the host, chasing him across the stage, trying to peck him. I've got all this on video, by the way, so this is all going to be released. And then everybody kind of dropped the ball into the cup. Halfway through, I kind of struggled, so I had to push it back in with my finger, like between my knees, and then I missed the cup, so I didn't win that one, even though my chicken was awesome. Right,
So you didn't win either of the rounds so far?
Those first 2 rounds I didn't win.
Okay.
Number 3 was a dancing competition. I don't dance, right? If I go to a nightclub, I'm that guy in the corner kind of sipping his drink, just enjoying himself.
Watching everyone's bags.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, that's me.
That's for me.
And the music to dance to was Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. And the first 2, they went different order, like 2, 3, 4, and then back to me, 5, and then back to me. So I went last, and they were all really good, really, really good. Genuinely, there was one guy who couldn't be arsed. He was a Russian guy, good guy, but he couldn't be bothered. And with me, I won the competition, and I don't understand what happened. I just completely blanked. Right, that I just did what I did. Right, I like to let the video explain.
Do you think they just felt a bit sorry because you hadn't won 2? They thought we better give him 1. Bless
look
him.
at him.
Yeah, he's having a go.
He's trying.
Yeah, I think so, maybe. But nobody thought to do the kick, grab balls, thrust thing that Michael Jackson does. Nobody did that, and I did that like 3 times because I was like, yeah, I'm going to milk this. I did a moonwalk, and I tried to do the lean forward thing, but it was just more what kind of me leaning over. I was having fun with the crowd, so I won that one. It was great, dancing competition. And then they had the last one was you do 5 press-ups, drink a glass of Coke, do 5 press-ups, drink a glass of Coke, do another 5. So I did that, but like the press-ups aren't the problem for me. I have a bad gag reflex. I can't down pints. I really can't because I'm just a mess. So I failed at that one. And then what you have to do is call as many people as you could to the stage, and the people with the more money win that round. And I got more people because they love me. So they crowned me Mr Aqua-Fun, which was great
and surprising.
You're very surprising for me. It's a popularity contest, and I'm a clown, but I'm.
Well, no, I'm not saying my popularity. I'm thinking because you failed 3 of those rounds pretty spectacularly.
I did. Well, I think they thought he was an idiot. We all like an idiot, don't we? So I won that, and it was great for about an hour. Because I went to bed after that, I was fine. The next morning,
you're on Facebook for an hour.
Yeah, I was really happy. It was really good.
It was a very emotional Facebook Live that you did. It was like you just won your first Oscar. You were like, I can't believe it.
I want to thank the fans. Yeah. I want to thank
the Biscuit team.
Did I do it on Thorskin or did it on Biscuit? Because I'm pretty sure I probably would have swore a lot on that because I can't remember. I was a bit drunk.
You didn't do it on ours.
They gave me a mojito as well. And I was like, yay, I'm on an all-inclusive holiday. This is a great price. Thanks. And I got an awkward picture of Mrs Aqua-Fun. I was like, my wife is just there. And I'm, yeah. Anyway, so the next day, it began. Oh, my God. At breakfast. Hey, it's Mr Aqua-Fun! I'm high-fiving people. I'm still half asleep. I'm like,
get me a coffee. Do not talk to me until I got a coffee.
The next night, everybody, it's Mr Aqua-Fun! Everybody's cheering. Oh my God, yeah. I've got to be like, I don't know what it is. Like, I want to do my own thing. Like, I don't want to be that personality all the time. You know what I mean? I was just messing around on stage, right? And then we ran into a problem with the entertainment. They turned into French. They just went French, no English at all. I don't know what happened, but they were ignoring the English people. There was a karaoke night. My little boy wanted to sing George Ezra. He's 4, right? He wanted to sing George Ezra Shotgun, which is quite cute for a 4-year-old. They completely ignored him, put all the French songs at the beginning. It got to like 10:30, and I went over to the box and I was like, guys, where is this song? Why are you not putting any English songs on? And they were like, well, I don't see any English here, do you? And I was like, okay, fair enough. So I went and made a complaint. Made a complaint because I was like, come on, man. Like, we're here too. Don't forget about us.
Please tell me you are now the new head of entertainment for the English people.
From then on.
Do you think that's why there's no English people? Because they just thought, this is our king. This is our representation. We're off.
And then France were like, this is it? You chose that guy?
He's Mr Aqua-Fun.
Yeah.
He's fat! Oh, God. And bold. Anyway, so I made a complaint about the entertainment team, and then from the rest of the week, they completely ignored me.
Wow.
It was so awkward. I'd be stood at the bar and they'd be the other side, and I'd be like, nod your head. Then they'd literally turn around so they couldn't see me. It was so awkward. It was so weird. So I went from the most popular guy around, Mr Aqua-Fun, to Mr Aqua going yourself. Yeah. So that was really weird. It was just a weird transition to go from, you know?
I think it just shows how fame doesn't last.
Yeah.
You know, one minute you're up there, next minute you're sat here with us.
Everybody gets 15 minutes of fame. I just hope that wasn't my 15 minutes. I'm in Morocco.
Forever, that is your story for your grandkids now.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know, I had a good time. We met a really nice family. A shout out to Shaka and Axa.
Did they start ignoring you as well?
Were they French?
The opposite. They loved it. They thought it was really good.
At what point are we supposed to start ignoring him?
We could just do it now, shall we? Should we just face each other and just sort of crack on? This isn't very Shrewsbury based. It's very Alex based. It's
it is.
The title of this will be Morocco holiday.
Well, it's a 15-minute story of what Alex has been up to, and there you go. That's where I've been. I've been in Morocco. And do you know what? We didn't really go out the hotel. You know, it's usually like, let's go. We went to Marrakesh.
I guess it's the sort of place that you can't leave the complex, is it? I imagine.
Well, we thought we'd go into the Medina and see the markets and things. So we went out for 4 or 5 hours, and I was like, yeah.
Have you ever seen Maze Runner?
It's crazy there. Like, it's great to experience it, but
I'm always quite tight when I go all inclusive. So I'm like, no, I'm not leaving. Why would I go somewhere else? Like, I'm going to stay here. Everything's free. I'm going to get my money's worth.
I don't think I'll be going. I think we're looking going somewhere else next time rather than Morocco. So anyway, let's get on with the show.
Are you done?
Yeah. What do you guys want to talk about? I've got a few things here, but have you guys brought anything that you guys want to chat about? You know? No?
I just wanted to mention, obviously, Alex and I don't know where you were. We went out and about in Shrewsbury a couple of weeks ago, which was really cool.
What was I doing?
I think you were probably still at Albert's Shed. Maybe it was quite early on a Saturday morning.
Still crawling home. Right?
Yeah. But no, we had an awesome time. Spoke to some really good people. Got
really
some great contacts. There was a great kid, and I really can't remember his name, and I feel really bad, but I'm sure we've got his card somewhere.
It's in that drawer probably behind you.
Yeah. There was a really cool kid that has started a business that seemed much more pleased about it than his dad did. Bless him.
He was making fudge, wasn't it?
He was making fudge on the market that was down there. So we're definitely going to get in contact with them to sort of come and
that's what we like to do.
It was amazing.
Though, isn't it? We like to find people that have just made this kid's like, I want to sell fudge.
We'll leave him to tell his own story, but it was basically that I think he was about 15, something like that, but he'd been watching a couple of years ago The Apprentice, and the winner or somebody on The Apprentice was selling fudge, and he just literally said to his parents, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And now that's what they're doing, and I just think, do you know what, brilliant at that age. So I'm really sorry if you're about 15.
Really?
I'm really sorry that if you're listening, that I can't remember your name, but we will come and talk to you, definitely.
We'll investigate, we'll interview, and we'll bring it to you.
If it's all right with your dad.
I really enjoyed that day. It was nice.
I promised that Alex would keep his shirt on as well.
Yeah.
Before I went on holiday, we went to do I went on the roof of the market hall.
Oh yeah, I saw the video of that.
It was really good.
You only took me in the market hall. I wasn't allowed on the roof.
Yeah, if
you're not qualified enough, apparently.
No, I'm too tall. That's what it is. I'll fall off. Only little people only.
You need special permission. If I was like, let's break into the roof. Imagine that as our first. Shrewsbury Biscuit seen breaking into the roof.
All publicity is good publicity.
You've had your 50 minutes of fame, mate. All right, calm down, simmer down.
It wouldn't be Shrewsbury. What would it be like? Morocco, Mr. What were you?
Mr Aqua-Fun.
Mr Aqua-Fun breaks into.
This episode is now called Mr Aqua-Fun. Okay, I have you know. Okay. He's Mr Aqua-Fun. Okay. So I went up on the roof, which was really good. It was a tour of the buildings from the roof, so you get to like an aerial view of the town, and it was run by the amazing Stan Sedman. I really want to get him on the show. He's a busy guy though. He does a lot of tours through town and stuff. I give him my card, but you know he's a busy.
He does a lot of history tours and stuff.
Yeah. He knows what he's talking about. He's brilliant. You can point to any building and he'll know exactly where that's come from, how old it is, and he'll explain to you the widths of the shop as well. Because they sold a certain a plot to people back in the day, and where there were gaps, people were like, well, I'll just put my own little thing there, and that's where you get like a lot of shops that are really narrow, you know.
Yeah.
It was really good. The the pictures I got were fantastic. The weather was amazing. It was a bit weird because I had like a selfie stick, and I was kind of like dangling it over the edge to get pictures, and I was thinking, please don't drop my phone.
You really just got that phone as well.
Yeah. You just don't
trust
modern
world problems, isn't it? Oh my God, if I drop my phone.
I'm putting a lot of trust into this like cheap metal stick that I bought
China,
from
China,
Amazon. Yeah. So that was really good. We got some really good pictures. I would definitely recommend if you take a look on Facebook. I don't know where you'd find that. I guess the market hall would have a thing for that. But if you can get on one of those tours, my wife did it. So she was like, "Oh, you go." By the way, Friday you go on the roof of the market hall. I'm like, "On what?" I thought she meant like the big spire thing that's on the top.
No, that would be mint.
Yeah, I don't think you can go up there.
No, probably not.
There's no like door or anything.
I would want to get on top of the flax mill as well.
Yeah. Well, Alex Vladimirov, who helped me with the Darwin Festival, excuse me, he emailed me, said that there's lots going on at the flax mill. He's working with them now, so he'd like the biscuit to get involved with that. So we have that as an opportunity as well. So we might be able to go and have a wander around there.
That'd be good.
But there's lots coming on. As well, the yarn bombing at Castlefields on the 20th of April we went to as well.
I'm really good. I actually live in Castlefields, so I feel really bad that I wasn't available to come to that because it was literally on my doorstep.
It was
but I did get to see some of it, which was amazing.
It was beautiful. Such an amazing day. They completely covered that. There's a footbridge which goes from Castlefields over to the park across the river, and they covered that in yarn. When you just say yarn, it's just yarn. People had made these most beautiful...
Like crochet, isn't it?
Yeah. They've made like, what would you call it? Panels, that's it. And they'd like knitted houses, and they'd made like sunshines and like loads of like little pictures and lots of pom-poms and things. It was really quite cool. And they had like a nature trail. So you walked over the bridge, and on the field to the left, they had loads of little tables there. They give you a piece of paper you got to go around to the nature trail to the left of the bridge, and you find like all the little clues with letters, and you make it was really cool. Timmy enjoyed it.
I thought you went by yourself. Like I loved the game. Great.
I had to go around finding all the stuff on the nature trail. I win. Mr Aqua-Fun.
Mr Yarn Fun
with his sash. That's what we should get him. I'm going to get you a sash.
They gave me a sash, and I was like, "Can I keep this?" And they were like, "No."
Oh, I was getting excited. Then I was like, "Where is it?" I'm next to a suitcase. I'm like going to dig through it.
The thing is,
you don't want to go in that suitcase.
Okay.
No, all my clothes are clean. My wife is amazing. She's very OCD.
Your wife is very amazing.
She is amazing. We got in from holiday. She was like, "I cleaned the clothes. Bam, done. It's all done." It's like
his wife doesn't speak like that.
She doesn't speak like that.
No, just to
no.
Yeah,
I am going to get my wife on the show at
well.
one point because she's awesome and she is. I love her.
She is within hearing distance, guys.
She is. I'll make sure there isn't a pan flying towards my head. So well done to everybody that was involved with the yarn bombing. Claire is amazing. I really like her. I think she's great. I think I'd love to get back on the show again. She runs LovelyLand, which is a community-based project that runs through. We've had her on the show before. She likes to grow foods and encourage kids to teach them how to grow things. So it's a really good community project, and I'm really glad that they were in the paper. They had lots of press and really good remarks from people, and it was well deserved because it got the community out there, and it's more recognition for a great little place, Castlefields. So well done to you. Now let's talk about Phil Gillam. Phil is a great guy. He worked at he's worked newspapers for years. And he's going to come on the show soon because there's something very important happening. He's going to become the mayor of Shrewsbury. And to celebrate him becoming the mayor, he is doing a Beatles weekend. You guys like the Beatles?
Yeah, my dad is obsessed with the Beatles. So I feel like growing up, everything was Beatles or Elvis. The whole house just, crazy about it. So my dad's really excited about the Beatles weekend. So, yeah.
But you?
Yeah.
Shane will be like, I'm probably working.
Yeah, probably.
If it's in Albert's shed, I'll watch it.
No, I will probably. When is it?
The 20th to the 22nd of September.
Bit of notice for you.
So there's a bit of notice.
It is a bit of notice.
It is a bit of notice.
I've got no excuse now, have I?
Yeah, but I mean, He's very proud to bring this to the town, so I think a bit of notice is great. And it's the Beatles, Who doesn't love the Beatles?
I think even if you're not a sort of fan of that music, I think you can't deny that the Beatles are pretty cool, and like what they did was amazing, and sort of paved the way, I think, for a lot of people.
Definitely shaped a lot of music today. Because you don't have to be a rock and roll band and scream and shout, and you also, they're great.
Don't have to dance.
Hey
like
Jude
Jackson
and all that,
in Morocco.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You should have done that ticked list of how many times holiday Morocco and now Mr Aqua-Fun. How many times that was mentioned?
Mr Aqua-Fun! I just like saying that. Oh, guys.
You're going to have to do that later, you know that.
What? Oh, yeah, we need to explain why Jodie's sitting here with a bag full of makeup, don't we?
I walk around like this all the time. You never know when you're going to bump into somebody, you know?
You got to look your best all the time,
obviously.
So, Shane, I think you're going to have to explain this one because I've spoken quite a lot on this old podcast already,
So, Alex, New Year just gone, made a resolution that he wasn't going to...
Make this family friendly, okay? Because there's ways of wording this that could probably offend,
Yeah. So he made a New Year's resolution that he wasn't going to smoke. Fair dues to the lad, he didn't smoke. And you still, in all fairness, you did stick to it pretty religiously on the whole.
Yeah.
You had one slip up where you did ask permission.
I asked to be nullified from the contract.
And we, as on the Thorskin sort of committee, we approved his request.
And when was that? When did he request that?
Oh, a couple of months in, I think.
Probably April.
Okay, so you'd gone a bit.
Yeah, he'd gone a bit.
Okay.
He'd done well, and he just asked if he could be, just excused for one night or something. We were like, okay, that's cool. You can go for that. Anyway, Alex thought that he was nullified from the contract altogether, but this wasn't the case. Now the the punishment if he broke the contract without previous approval.
I don't think you have to name both of them, just one of them.
But one of them was change his name by default to Baldrick, and the other one was get a piercing
somewhere
of their choice.
No.
Yeah, I was trying to do it family friendly.
No. Get a piercing. Use your imagination. Right. And he. So anyway, he was notified for this one night.
His name is Albert, and he's a friendly old man. Sorry, go on. And
he was fine until he went to Morocco.
Morocco? Who went to Morocco?
Alex did.
Mr. Aqua-Fun!
Oh, I didn't know. If only somebody had mentioned it. Damn.
Oh,
so one of the other lads, one of the co-hosts on the other podcast, was on a video call with Alex, just catching up, just being like, hey, dude, how you doing? How's your holiday? That kind of stuff. He sees this waft of smoke coming from the bottom of the camera. He's like, what is that? Alex is like, it's a fag. I've got a cigarette. Mm. And he was like, oh, okay, no worries. And Tom he was an American lad. He was just sort of like, oh, right.
Tom's been on the show before. We talked about
he has, hasn't he? Yeah, that's right. And he, so he was like, okay, cool. Puts the phone down from Alex, literally rings me straight away. He's like, you'll never guess what Alex is doing. I'm like, what? And he's like, he is smoking. He is smoking a fag. Oh, my God. He then goes around the entire Thorskin
network
and tells everybody that Alex has been smoking. We then created a separate group on Facebook so we can talk about his punishment of this, and everyone
very seriously then.
Very seriously. And so anyway, long story short, the punishment has been decided, and the punishment is going to be carried out tonight, I believe. Yeah. Where Alex has got to do an entire podcast, including a Facebook Live question and answers stint in complete drag.
I think you should also take him to Albert's shed as well, to be fair, if I could just add my bit in.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
The thing is, I decided that I wasn't going to shave my beard off either because I think it's funnier.
It will what's the word? Accentuate.
You look like that
lips.
guy that won the Eurovision.
Look fabulous, darling. So yeah, I'm going to be Jodie's going to be quickly do my makeup. You don't have to put lots of time into it. You know, I don't.
Oh no! She needs to put every minute she can.
I don't
into
care.
Your makeup.
Yeah, there was an episode of The Simpsons where I think Homer made like a makeup shotgun, where he's like bam, and all this makeup just smears against the wall. If it looks like that, I'm not.
My only worry with it is that I am actually a professional makeup artist, and people book me for their weddings, and I'm really worried that they're going to see your face and go, maybe not.
Well, it's a no from me.
The person that buzzer.
It's 2019.
So please don't ruin my career.
Your career?
You're Mr. Aqua-Fun. You've always got a career.
I'm Challenge Annika. Do you see Challenge Annika on TV anymore? No, you don't. Okay, that's how show business works. I have my 15 minutes. This is what it's resorted to. It's dressing up in makeup and dresses.
It's only just started, pal.
Oh no.
You might like it.
These guys are...
Yeah, you might like it.
And the thing is with Garrett as well, my other co-host, I'm putting up like these beautiful photos from like holiday and stuff like that. Oh yeah, look at the sunshine and my
in Morocco, was it?
Yeah,
in
Morocco.
In Morocco.
Where was Mr Aqua-Fun?
Mr. Aqua-Fun.
Oh, okay. Whilst on holiday.
Well, on holiday, yeah.
And then Garrett's response was, didn't stop you from smoking, did it?
Yeah.
On every
Everything.
single photo. These guys take it seriously, man, you know, so... do you want to mention the big news that Shrewsbury's just had, by the way?
Yeah, I was really, really excited about this. I'm sure you've all seen in the news, obviously, about this Shrewsbury Monopoly. I'm such a Monopoly geek.
I love Monopoly.
I don't know if any of you saw my Facebook the other week. I was in London a couple of weeks ago, and I'm always like, I'm going to find places on the Monopoly board. And it's like the most exciting thing for me. I'm such a kid with Monopoly. So I'm really excited about it. I thought it'd be really cool for us to think about where we think is going to be on the Monopoly board, what sort of places, because there is you can actually vote, can't you, for places that you want. We should email and say that we want one of the cards to be like the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast.
Oh, that'd be mint.
Oh my god, you should see Alex's face. He's just like, yes, this is better than when I won Mr. Aqua.
By the way, just for the record, he was just about to do something on his phone, and he has legit just dropped his phone.
Yeah,
and now he's tapping the table like it was
like,
frozen.
yes.
You know, you get like the waterworks and the electric company.
Yeah.
The biscuit.
If we get
right, guys, can you all? We're just going to be sat all day, just emailing them like different names.
Yeah.
If we could get, even if we can get us as a submission for votes, Jesus Christ! If you can get the
little face, oh my God, we should do a Facebook Live right now. He is just like a kid. He's so happy.
If
we're going to take a picture of him.
If we could get, if we could get people to like vote for us to be on a Monopoly board, oh my God, that would be amazing. But
I mean, it would be amazing, and I love a Monopoly, but I don't think I'm quite as excited as he is actually with it. Just like, look at him dreaming about it. You should see that. We'll put these photos up on Facebook.
I'll be up there with Darth Maul, Homer Simpson, Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings, all these people that have had Monopoly.
I mean, we will. You're back to this I.
I'm just thinking.
It looks like Donkey or Shrek.
That's actually a really good photo.
It's really good. I was just thinking, I'm going to take my picture on your camera.
Mate. What phone? You got the Huawei, haven't you? Yeah. So this is amazing news. I think Shrewsbury deserves it. I think it really.
What sort of places would you put on it? Obviously, because it's going to be I don't know if you've read about it. It's going to be the first Monopoly board ever to have 2 jails, because they're obviously putting the Dana on it, but then you've also got the jail in the corner as well. It's not going to be the Dana, it's going to be a separate one. So it's the first ever one that's going to have 2 jails on it.
Well, I actually recall going back a fair few years that this has been on the cards before.
Really?
Now,
I think every year or so, or a few years.
We were really close,
places.
but then it got outvoted by another place. I think it would have been like Wrexham or something like that. It was another place, and it got outvoted. It might have been Telford. I don't know.
They probably got a Birmingham one where you get lost on the ring road.
You
never pass go.
You just keep going round and round and round and round.
What would they have as the railway stations though? Because we only got one. Like, you know.
Well, no, they just do different sort of landmarks. So I know, like, obviously, Councillor Alan Mosley, he's been doing a lot of press to try and get Flax Mill on there, obviously.
I think that there definitely should be the library.
Yeah, I think that will, just because of the Charles Darwin aspect
castle,
of it, and things like the castle definitely.
I think they could do schools. because
they could do schools.
There's lots of there's lots of really big schools here. But yeah,
it's weird how many people actually know the schools. I mean, I was working somewhere last week near Leeds, I think it was, and somebody said to me, "Oh my god, yeah, I know Shrewsbury Boys School," and I was like, "Really?"
You're like,
okay.
All right. Okay.
They're just like, "It's a really good school, isn't it?" And I was like,
"Is it?"
I guess. I'm not a boy. I never would.
Not a boy. Can't afford to go.
But no, I think it's really cool. Where else? What else do we have? Like maybe Battlefield, places like that we've said before.
You've got things like Rowdy's House.
Mm-hmm.
Areas though, Bellevue's got to be on it. It's got to be on it.
Because you live here.
Maybe I live in Bellevue, and if it's not on,
I think you'll end up getting one of those plaques on your house that here lies Mr Aqua-Fun.
Yeah.
2019. 2018. Then I've lost it year.
I don't know.
Who's that?
I think it's you, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's you.
Is it you? Getting you a sash.
Me, Mr Aqua-Fun.
Get him a T-shirt. Yeah. I'm Mr Aqua-Fun.
Nerds, right? Nerds won't open things like this. When you buy a box of this Shrewsbury Monopoly, do you open it and play it, or do you keep it?
You buy two.
You buy two. One that you can keep.
I'm like that. I'm really, really nerdy. Like with makeup, I collect vintage makeup as well. Oh. And if they're limited edition things, I'll buy one
is that
and
a
I'll
thing?
get one to keep one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like 1920s makeup especially.
So you buy a really, lipstick really cool. And you're like, I guess it's a good colour.
More like palettes and things like that.
It's all the same stuff.
No, you can get stuff that's really worth a lot of money, and especially if it's limited edition and it sells out.
Please don't tell me you brought someone out today to do my face because I've been really bad.
Do you know, this is the only thing that really annoyed me is that my makeup collection is expensive, and I was literally going through what's my cheapest lipstick to use.
Oh no, I think we've got things here.
No. The lipstick she bought is about 50 quid. Just so look at his face.
But he's worth it.
I am worth it.
He's Mr Aqua-Fun. What more promotion could I ask for?
Oh god! So,
oh my god, that could be on. You win a beauty pageant normally on Monopoly. You could win Mr Aqua-Fun on Monopoly.
Win Mr Aqua-Fun. Yeah, but then you'd have to end up paying money because then you
look at it from the other perspective. There, you might end up with a client base in Morocco.
Yeah, this is true.
Free holiday.
Yeah. I'm worried that the Shrewsbury Monopoly people will be listening to this podcast and go, I don't think we'll do that anymore.
Oh, definitely. I would love to get us involved, though.
Yeah.
I think
everybody vote for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And me. Welcome to Jodie Land. On all social media.
Oh, God. Oh, so there's lots coming up as well. We got the Comic Salopia, which I've mentioned lots, but
when's the Comic Salopia?
The 1st of June. There's lots going on though. There's so much. We did the Slobberknocker thing where we spoke to all the people, but I feel like I really would like just an intimate kind of talk about it. Hey. So in Comic Salopia, there's going to be this, and this, and this, because there's so much more. I shared a poster before of they're turning the museum into Charlie Adlard's very own kind of I think it's called Art of the Walking Dead. Oh no, wait there. Let me find it.
Whilst you're trying to find that, I've just thought of something really cool that we actually did when we went out on our day out. Can you remember the name of the shop that we went to with all the medals and things?
Oh, the went trophy place.
Next to the trophy place, yeah, in the old hospital.
In there,
yeah.
We went to the most amazing place where obviously they buy and sell, and they've got a lot of sort of things from military sort of background. The guy that we spoke to had so much history in the stories. He didn't want to come on the show, unfortunately. I think he was a bit nervous. I think if we handed him enough, he might do. But he was so full of history. You'd have loved him. We were trying to get him to come on your, Memoirs of a Salopian for you. But, his history for it. But he actually said that the old owner of the place, who's now retired, might come on. But it was just an amazing place to go to and look at some of the things. There was a cross in there. So was it like the Victoria Cross or something? And the person had won it 3 times or something. Yeah. It was really, really rare that they'd won it 3 times.
Once, maybe twice, and there is some really cool things just dotted around in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd never actually even been in there at all, and it's so nice, I think, sometimes to go into places, even Shrewsbury or anywhere really, with someone different, because you go to different places and you see different things, and there's so much more than you think.
You tend to just walk by, isn't it?
Yeah,
you said,
Well, I think as well, when you live in, there's so many people. I saw on Shrewsbury, one of the Facebook sites this morning, somebody said, we're on holiday in Shrewsbury at the moment.
Yeah,
where's great to go to? And I'm like, oh my God, yeah. I thought, oh my God, that's amazing. But I think we take it for granted when we live here, and we just, particularly me, if I need to pop into town, it's a case of, I'll just walk quickly into town and know where I've got to go. I'll grab what I need and I'll walk back. And you don't actually take the time to appreciate what's around.
Well,
it's a shame.
Working at the prison, I've come across quite a few of the tourists. I didn't realise how many people do actually come on holiday to Shrewsbury, which is odd. I never thought
really.
of it before.
I mean, if you know your history and you want to go somewhere a lot, so like, I want to go to York. Let's go see where the Vikings captured.
But then the people that have, sort of like grown up in York and things like that would just be like, it's just home. Yeah, I used to do it as a kid because I used to live in Telford, and it used to be like, we'd just go with my nan to Ironbridge, and there'd be people going crazy taking photos, and you're like, it's just the Ironbridge. We've been here loads of times, and you just don't appreciate it.
Oh no! Do you remember when we spoke to John?
We both got really excited, like they like telepathically knew something. Then
we were interviewing John Edney, who's the lead singer from OPM. He sang "If I Die Before I Wake," at least in heaven I can skate. Anyway, so he came on Thor's Kin, and American guy, he's like, yeah, man, how's it going? And he goes, hey, you're from like near Telford, right? And I was like, yeah. He goes, you know where the Iron Bridge is?
We're like, oh my God!
You're like, yes, I do.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
I think my answer was 10 points for you, sir.
And we were like, like through visual, like I looked straight at Alex, and that's what we did in our head. What actually happened was like, yeah, we know where our own bridge is. Yeah.
But was it the excitement of the dropping the phone?
We both sort of looked at each other and we were like, what?
15-year-old girls.
It's crazy. American guy pulling up. They did a music video in Shrewsbury, and they filmed a little bit of that by the Iron Bridge as well. So.
But he was like, yeah, I've been in Shrewsbury. He said, I've been out drinking. And we were like, all right, well, he said, in fact, we should be coming back there in a couple of years.
Have you ever been to Albert Shed?
I was like, I did actually say to him, I was like, well, if you come to Shrewsbury again and hit us up, we'll go for a pint. And he was like, yeah, all right. I was like, sound.
He's great as well. He does. He likes a lot of what we post. And
yeah.
So if you ever see John Edney coming up on our Facebook and stuff like that, it's because he really likes what we do. So he's a good guy. Good guy.
He is a good guy.
DCM. It's DCM Medals, by the way. The name of the shop that we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, go and have a look.
And that's in the parade, the old hospital, That's what I call it.
Over yonder.
Great guy. I mean, if you want to go and have a natter, he's brilliant. And we spoke to a lot of people on that day, didn't we? There's a lot of.
What I find really interesting actually when I was speaking to people was the amount of visitors. So when I first started stopping people to talk to them, there was somebody on holiday from Canada, I think. There was somebody from Canada, somebody from somewhere else. But it was quite a few people that were just there sort of either shopping. There was a lovely guy with his dog from Dudley that was waiting for his wife to come out.
Yeah.
It was
I've got that audio still on the Tascam. I haven't had time to look at it, but I'm going to because I think it's going to sound great. And if it doesn't, then we can just go out and do it again. But I think it's great that people will stop and talk to Jodie because they won't talk to me. I'll tell you that.
And literally, I got there and I was like, well, okay, Alex, you go out, show me what you're doing. Maybe I'll give you some pointers. And you just sort of like walked up to somebody and somebody just went, nope. Just got carried on.
I was good.
Did he physically go?
You need your sash. I think if you had your sash on.
Mr Aqua-Fun!
The funniest thing about that day was I was giving out the little leaflets that we've got, right? And I was like, let's see how many of these we can get rid of. I actually gained a leaflet. Some guy came past and he was like, do you want it? And I was like, no, did you want it? And we just had this conversation because he had a leaflet and I had a leaflet. And he was like, I'll take one of yours if you take one of mine. And I was like, okay, bye. And then Jodie looks at me and I'm like, I got another leaflet.
You're doing it wrong, mate.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
No, it was good. Alex was dead sweet. He was just like, you're amazing. I'm like, all I'm doing is talking.
I think a lot of people would rather talk to you than Mr Aqua-Fun.
I just don't give them a choice.
Do you think I'm going to be much better?
I was just shoving the mic in their face and being like, hi, what are you doing here?
Why you come to Shrewsbury? Because it's amazing, that's why. I've got to say that as well. When I came back off holiday, I was so relieved to be back home.
Yeah.
It's really weird because, I know you miss your home and things like that, but I was driving, my wife was driving through Shrewsbury when we got back, and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really had that before.
Does it feel really homely to you now being in Shrewsbury?
It has done literally from the first week we got here. I never felt this like this. Like I've lived in Telford, I've lived in Wrexham, and I kind of just didn't. I miss my friends from Telford, but I don't miss the place. This place, I don't know.
It's like you say, it's got a really good feel.
Yeah,
I mean, I've lived in a few different places, but like, I mean, where I live now, I've got the most beautiful house, amazing area, and neighbours and things like that. But it's just calm and it's just nice. And I mean, I live near the fire stations. When the fire engines are going off, it's a bit.
When they're doing training in the yard, Jodie's like, woo! Curtains.
I might just have to clean my windows again.
terrible. But no, it is just such a nice feel to it. I think, there's a few idiots that sort of let the area down and things like that. But
you get that everywhere, though.
You do.
Yeah. Some towns have like guys running around with microphones. Want to be on my podcast? Well, that's what we do. What are you guys up to this week? What have you guys got planned? Because we've got a few really good opportunities. I'm looking at my board now of people's Sabrina boat, though. They've got back in touch with us. I want to do a show with them. Obviously, Phil Gillam.
I'm interested in their pirate boat, actually.
My
my nephew's birthday's coming up, so I want to check that out.
There's a funny story, actually, with the Sabrina boat. Lisa was on it, and she said that the propeller fell off.
Really?
I'm not sure if that's a selling point.
No. Like it just broke. Things break. Whatever. And to be fair, that Sabrina boat is up and down that river all the time. And anyway, so it broke. It broke down, and so they were really good about it. They gave everybody free drinks while they were fixing the boat. Because obviously they were stranded on this boat. And everyone was fine. Yeah, everyone was okay. They just kept giving them free drinks.
Women and children first.
But apparently, when they actually got back to the shore, and they wanted, they were like, no, we'll stay here because you get free drinks here. Don't fix it. We'll just stay on the boat.
We're not saying if you go and break something on the boat, you'll get free drinks.
Who knows?
We'll get them on the show because I'm interested about that thing.
It'd be cool if we could do the show from the boat.
That would be good.
Yeah, I'd like to do
weather
that.
permitting.
We'd be like, all the money you're going to make off tourists going on your boat. Don't worry about them. We'll just come on your boat instead and record a podcast. I don't know.
I'm sure they don't always run boats. We can probably get it around it, or we'll go on the kids' pirate ship.
We'll have a word with them.
Yeah,
see what happens.
Yeah,
you can work your magic on them.
Yeah, do you want me to ring them?
I spoke to you about Alex.
Come on my podcast. I'm Mr Aqua-Fun.
Do you Billie Jean dance? No. And Lisa Blower, who's a local author as well, she's really excited. She wants to come on the show. We've got to plan these things. I'm a bit behind with it. Interviews.
And obviously, we still got all the people that we spoke to when we went out and about. We went into a few places, and there was a woman that did in the market that did craft things.
She had like what do they call them? Like a mill. Like
proper like Victorian looking, but it looked really relaxing and I want to go at it.
Yeah. When they make like the mill where they make like blankets and stuff, and they push that thing up and down, and the pickle goes up and down. Yeah.
Oh, there was the other woman who had said that we could come to her factory as well. On the market, and I was like, "Can we try?" I'm sure it was cheese or something. I was like, "Can we try it?" And she's like, "Yeah, come and you can eat cheese and talk." I'm like, "I'm there."
Was it cheese or was it? I don't know what it was.
I can't remember. I feel really bad if you guys are listening, but we have got all your information. It was just somebody went on holiday, so we couldn't do anything with it.
I went. Was that holiday? You're mentioning it now. Yeah, I did. I went on holiday selfishly, so all our plans are kind of, But we'll pick it back up, and I do want to push the show, and I want people to help us as well. I found this thing that at the museum. It's actually called Drawn of the Dead, which is amazing.
That's pretty.
And so Charlie Adlard's going to have that as part of the Comic Salopia, and that is going to be on during Comic Salopia. Another date for that.
Way to go, mate!
When we do Comic Salopia, I booked it off work. I'm going to try and interview as many of the comic book artists as possible. We're trying to get out in the crowd and see how people are enjoying it, and we'll have some fun ourselves,
Yeah,
we'll try and do that. Right, guys. Have you guys got anything to add before we skedaddle? We've done 50 minutes.
I just want to say one last thing. I have had some people messaging me through sort of our social media with ideas of things for us to do, maybe out about in the street. I did send some of them great, some of them not quite appropriate, but we still want to hear sort of your ideas. So obviously still send through all of those.
Yeah,
to the
well,
podcast
any improvements we
like
can
that.
make to the show, it's a great idea. Because that's the whole idea of bringing you two guys in, because you're you're great, and it's fun, and this kind of chat show format can work, even if it's not like all the time. It's every now and again, bit of a chat catch up. But yeah, this is great. I've enjoyed it. Let's get out of here, shall we?
Got some makeup to do.
God. Yeah.
You would have already seen all this on Facebook, actually, by the time this podcast comes out.
You will have, yeah.
We're sorry in advance.
He's doing the makeup again?
What's he doing? He obviously likes it.
Yeah, he really likes it.
Mr Aqua-Fun.
Well, guys, thank you for tuning into the podcast. Make sure you give us a like and a share. And, if you feel like somebody will appreciate what we're doing, just give us a share on Facebook. Give the link a share, and we'll appreciate that because, that's how this show works, is word of mouth. And people enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much, guys, and peace out.
Peace out.